Without a doubt, Bluey is one of the most acclaimed series in recent years. As a result, several theories have been created by fans throughout the 3 seasons.
Come on, let's try over there.
Many are still just theories, but others have proven to be true. Do you know which ones? Since the beginning of the Bluey series in 2018, many fans speculated that at some point the Healer family would have a third baby, especially after an image was discovered that was created before the series began, showing the family on a beach with Chili visibly pregnant. As the series progressed, we started to gather some other evidence that a third Healer puppy was indeed real, but not in the way we imagined. In the episode The Show, when the two sisters are putting on a Mother's Day performance, we see Bingo playing the role of Chili while Bluey acts as Bandit, highlighting the resemblance each pup has with one of the parents. At one point, when they simulate their mother's first pregnancy, which was thought to be Bluey, the balloon they are using suddenly bursts, and we see Chili with an expression of shock mixed with sadness. This was the first evidence that the third Healer baby always existed and that he would have been the girl's older brother if he hadn't passed away while still in his mother's womb due to a miscarriage. It all became even clearer in the episode Rain, when at the end, we see mother and daughter hugging while looking at a double rainbow, indicating that Bluey was always a rainbow baby, a baby born after a couple loses their first child naturally. This confirmation makes me wonder what life would be like for the Healer family if there had indeed been a third Healer puppy and he was the older brother of Bluey and Bingo. I think it would make the show even better. This was the first theory on our list that really ended up being confirmed over time in Bluey. Check out all the others now, so get ready because another Cinewave is about to begin. At the end of the episode Surprise, which was literally an episode that Ludo Studios released without warning anyone, taking everyone by surprise, we had the confirmation of a theory that was created from one of the earliest episodes of the show almost 6 years ago. Calm down, we're gonna explain everything. In the 8th episode of the first season, titled Fruit Bat, in Bluey's dream, we see her passing by and looking into Mackenzie's room. In other words, she literally dreamt about her classmate, and only about him, no one else. Later in the first season, in the episode The Creek, at the very end, few noticed, but we see the two little friends interacting very affectionately, hugging and playing. This indicated that there was really something more between the two children, or that there could be in the future, to put it better. Jumping to the second season, in the episode Barky Boats, right at the beginning, we see Winton predicting that Bluey and Mackenzie would get married in the future.
Bluey's gonna marry Mackenzie.
And as the episode progresses, Calypso ends up making the same prediction in a subtle way, while we see the little boats gently touching. And to top it off, it seems that Bluey had really internalized the idea, and at the end of the episode, she gives Mackenzie a big, affectionate hug, and he looks like he enjoyed it a lot. Everything leads us to the end of the episode Surprise, where we see an adult Bluey visiting her elderly parents, and then we see a little puppy at the door, who is clearly a mix of Bluey and Mackenzie, indicating that the two childhood friends really grew up, started a relationship, and had a little puppy as the fruit of their love. This is definitely the confirmed theory that made me the happiest of all. And if you also love the confirmation of Bluey's crush on Mackenzie, comment below with #BlueEnzy. It seems that the end of Bluey's 3rd season really came to confirm several of the theories we fans had created. One of the main ones, without a doubt, involved the future of Chili's older sister, Aunt Brandy. In the episode Onesies, it becomes clear that the biggest dream of this character was to have babies, and the fact that Chili had 2 daughters made her happy, but also made her feel like she might never achieve the same. However, between that episode and the series finale, many things changed in Brandy's life, so much so that we see her with a beautiful baby bump at Radley and Frisky's wedding at the Healer's house. This confirmed the theory that Bluey and Bingo's aunt would indeed give them a new cousin, who will certainly appear a lot in Season 4. This gives a happy ending to Chili's sister and her entire family.
I get it.
In one of the last episodes of the 3rd season, titled Stickbird, we see a completely different side of Bandit than what we're used to. That's because the girl's dad was very serious and thoughtful most of the time, leading us to speculate about Healer Dad's professional future and how he would have to make a choice that would completely change his wife's and daughter's lifestyle. And in the episode Ghost Basket, we get confirmation that the family's house is indeed up for sale and that they will be moving, but we still didn't know why. Then, in the epic episode The Sign, we find out that the theory about a new job offer was true, and it was what had been making Bandit so thoughtful. More than that, we discovered that he accepted the offer and that the whole family would be moving, likely never to return to Brisbane. But to our delight, we know that everything ended up going back to normal, and we even know that even in their old age, Chili and Bandit will still be living in Bluey's famous house. Which is really cool. For a long time, the biggest mystery in Bluey was, without a doubt, the disappearance of Grandpa Bob, Bandit's dad, over 2 whole seasons. That's because we saw Nana's husband appear midway through the 1st season to perform some dance moves with his wife. and only 2 years later we saw him reappear, but only in flashbacks in the episode Fairy Tale. Because of this, many speculated that perhaps Grandpa was no longer with us, but the strongest theories suggested that he was actually on a long trip, maybe for work or some other reason. And finally, during Radley's wedding ceremony, his eldest son, we see that he really was traveling, but for other reasons, like something related to a journey of discovery in India. So the theory turned out to be true, indicating that we will see Grandpa Bob many more times, especially now that he's returned to Australia. Another theory that is practically confirmed is that Bluey and Bingo will have even more cousins. That's because most people didn't realize, but at a certain point during the wedding ceremony, when Bluey meets Chili and her godmother on the stairs of the house, we see Bluey's mom with a look of surprise and joy because of something Frisky had just said. At the same time, we see Frisky looking quite pleased as well. This is a clear indication that Bluey's godmother is expecting her first baby with Radley, and since they're now going to live in Brisbane, this new puppy will definitely be part of the Heeler family, giving Bingo and her sister another cousin besides Brandy's baby. And if you're a fan of Bluey in animated shows or movies, I've got good news. We have new videos about all of this every day, so don't waste any time and subscribe to the channel right now.
Thank you.
One of the saddest Bluey theories that ended up being true is that Bluey's other uncle, Stripe, has relationship issues with his partner, Trixie. The theory emerged during the episode Facey Talk, where we see the two arguing about parenting in the bathroom after Muffin barges in. In the end, we see them reconcile, but in the episode The Sign, we see the couple arguing no less than 3 times at different moments, including right after the ceremony. This confirms that the couple, who are not yet officially married, have some relationship issues that need to be resolved. But we have a lot of faith that this will happen soon and that everything will be okay. Without a doubt, the biggest love saga in the entire history of Bluey is related to Cornelius, Winton's dad. In the episode Helicopter, we discover that the parents of the little bulldog are divorced.
I know he doesn't live with my mom!
However, after that, we see our dear Cornelius involved in 3 different relationships. Among these relationships, we see him at times looking quite lonely and sad in the background of some scenes, like in the episode Perfect. However, in the episode TV Shop, we see what appears to be Cornelius's 3rd and final relationship beginning with the terrier's mom, which in the end was the big event that kept the Heeler family in Brisbane, since Winton's dad put his house up for sale to move in with the terrier's mom, leading to the discovery of Bluey's house. This confirmed the theory that Cornelius would eventually have a happy ending. The last theory that proved true was that Bingo and Bandit really do seem to be very much alike. So much so that there's a strong chance that Bluey's little sister followed in her father's footsteps and became an archaeologist too. We all know that Bandit is an archaeologist, and his office is filled with various items from different parts of the world that he likely visited for work, indicating that he's traveled a lot globally. And at the end of the episode Surprise, we see that Bingo developed the same habit, as in the digital photo frame on the family's wall, we can see her visiting Easter Island, one of the world's most significant archaeological sites. This indicates that our beloved Bingo ended up channeling all her curiosity into the same profession as her dad, proving that they really are very much alike. Although we've confirmed 9 theories, a few others are still hanging in the air in Bluey. We hope that in the upcoming 4th season, which will be released soon, we'll see if other theories are confirmed too. While we wait, let's enjoy some amazing videos like the ones we're leaving on the screen for you to watch with us. Thanks, and we'll see you in our next video.